There was big news today that a potential Russian missile killed 2 people in Poland. Following this news, the market had a considerable sell-off. Now, people all the time ask me how I react to sudden news on the market, so I thought I'd make a little short explaining what I do. Now, we can see here my first comment right when the sell-off began. Whoa, bad time to vacuum the office. But let's be fair here. It was a really boring day on the market, so I only really had one eye on it. And just to set some context here, my 2 largest positions when this hits is my long on oil and my short on AMD. So the first thing I do is ask if anyone saw what might have caused the market sell-off. Says I didn't see anything. I find this news. I then start saying, hey, I need confirmation on this. But since the market's melting down, I went ahead and took some AMD profits, and I started closing some of my oil position because I'm not sure what the news is. Now, potential war headline like that would actually be bullish on oil, but I don't have confirmation and the whole market's turning over, so I have to de-risk. So I closed a small portion of that, still kept a sizable position open. I then get the confirmation from someone else as we get that official report from Poland confirming that that has occurred. And I said the selling USO was bad. Sure enough, USO ended up spiking. Oil started spiking. On the spike, on the new spike, took some profits, all right? On the spike down for AMD, we took some profits. I then look at what's going on with SPY, and I'm saying, wait a second, this isn't a big algorithm sell-off. This will likely turn into a nothing burger. It doesn't seem like it's gonna immediately ignite World War III, and the market is in a bullish trajectory, meaning that I think it's gonna overcome this news and then start to rally up. And as I'm saying this, I'm seeing that the VIX hasn't climbed over 27, which would be a very bearish range for the VIX. So I go ahead and load up some calls, and I say they're very risky, so I have a tight stop loss on these, right? Ended up buying those at the bottom. SPY ended up overcoming the news, and we ended up making money on every single direction. After the news and the markets then began to settle, I then set up 3 new trades, some with the same positions that I had previously, but at new strikes, so I was only using a portion of my profits, but keeping exposure in the directions that I wanted. And that's how I trade random news in the market and how I utilize the Discord to share my thoughts in real time. Remember, if you want to join the Discord, link in the bio.